Alright guys, I'm back and you're back to another episode of the 89 Garage. Today's episode is going to be a continuation of the power steering episode. I kind of think that it might be necessary for me to combine all these to some degree, because this will be the fourth episode on this power steering subject. If you're just tuning in, so the gist of this is I've converted my Fox Body to electric power steering. I put one of the Volvo electric pumps in it, and I'll put that link up here, but I want to know what your thoughts are. Should I combine all four of them into one episode, whatever? This one here is one that I was kind of thinking about it. I didn't ever say anything on the video. So if you look at the factory power steering cooler, it actually looks more like an oven element than it does a cooler. So with this new pump, I want to keep it as cool as I can. So that's what this episode is going to be about. And let me show you what we're going to do. I got on the trusty Amazon and I was able to find this cooler right here. Okay, there we go. I did open this kit and look at it already because I was very curious. This is an actual cooler with fins, and we can park this up in front of the radiator and get some real cooling capacity out of this thing. It comes with this install stuff. So we've got this bolt right there we can use. There's also another bolt down below. It's very close to where the two hoses mount. It's literally like that far away. I have odds and ends around here that we can use to mount. I got this here, little piece of strap. I don't remember what I got this for or where I got it. Everbuilt would suggest it came from Home Depot. That is an option. The more I sit and think about this, the more I think down lower is going to be better. Just figured I'd show this real quick. This is a little bump stick that I acquired, and I'm just gonna put it away till I get to it. It's wet because I just sprayed it down with some WD. Anytime I put a cam away, I always spray it down with WD. It is a TFS 51402-001. I'll put another picture because I took a picture of it when it was right side up. Coming to a Fox Body near you. Alright guys, this is something that I've been wanting to get back to for a while. That is the GoPro, and I'm gonna try it again today. I've been using my phone, and sometimes it would be easier just to use this, and it probably is better suited for what we're doing. Anyway, let's hop on this thing. I got a piece of angle iron right here. I don't even know what, 3/4 maybe. I don't know what it is. Something I had sitting over there. And I think what I'm going to do is remove this bolt there, then the one down yonder. We'll see that in a minute. And I think that I'm going to run the angle iron just down through there. We'll cut it, modify it, make it custom, and we'll use the existing bolt holes that we have, and let's see, where are we? I don't know, I I got these here I can use. Got another hole that we can put something in there, whatever, or I can run it crosswise, I guess, and use that. Probably not. Probably something over here, because that puts us in a better area. And a half. People make fun of you when you hang on to this stuff, but when it comes to times like these, that's exactly what we needed. So this is kind of what I'm thinking is, hopefully you can see that okay, can you? Hopefully, coming off of this, put a self-tapper into that, then the same thing, another one of these clamps. Okay, I see what we're doing. Well, I didn't exactly find self-tappers, but I did find something that will work. Alright guys, I mean, it ain't perfect, but it's Frankie. We're gonna put this thing in and pretty soon we'll be cooling. I decided to run a little Alumablast over it real quick. It's not, not the greatest paint job in the world, however, it'll look better than bare steel. Alright, so what I've decided to do is just kind of let that thing hang out for a minute, because I don't want to get the hoses hooked up to it and then figure out that, dang it, I got it in a bad spot. So I'm going to crimp these off. I'm going to remove this cooler. Okay. Get a piece of junk right out of there. I'm telling you, looks just like a damn oven element. Come on, baby. Get on there. I'm gonna move this thing. I'm gonna flip these brackets the other direction. Oh, cool. This comes with Tridon clamps.
Nerd alert!
Freaking sweet, dude. My favorite clamp. Just got to cut this to the correct length for right there. Get my handy tin snips. This is where we're at. We got the hose running through the hole that was existing before. Kind of turn it around, making sure it's not hitting anything. It runs straight through, and then all we got to do is remove this line here and hook this up, and we're good. Well, that was anticlimactic. Center car. All right, I think that's gonna be just right. kind of puts us in the right area for everything. Okay. I think we're there. I mean, it don't look like Ford did it, but it looks like I did it. Okay, and just like that, we're all the way done. I'm gonna have to comb those fins back out a little bit. I made a little contact with them. The other thing that I did do was also did fabricate a brace to brace that to the fender, as well as move the ground to right there as well. That's going to do it for this episode here. I'm happier about the way things are going to be cooled now instead of oven element looking thing. If you're interested in one of these, I will put a link down in the description for this exact kit that I used today. It really came with, in my opinion, Hayden always does a great job on everything that I've ever used by them. No, this is not paid. I bought this thing myself. This is not sponsored. The one thing that I loved came with tried on hose clamps, which is what Ford used actually from the factory anyway.
It's ready.
Okay, be right there. It also came with Gates hose, and you know, those things, my favorite stuff. Anyway, you guys have yourselves a wonderful week. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys next time.